Yo, at the financial for me, Chicha Mamakwaba Son Kokura, aha, Coco TV, na Sena Coco TV, Yasham Bossa Danny Dignity, and some Panas news update about Bremono. And as a news update, I Coco TV at the Bremon, a Avium. Now, me did say, wow, we are going to old Tibia, because I did young gun of winning a soon one and Neddy. I am Pinkovas Atabi and the Yate Dene. Now, a baboon answer a baboon, Messiros of Bomada, Jiwo Janet Jedovacuno, Nabote. See a videos near man is here, the Bombardia comment session as a Bombardia comment to who we are. Now, Mr. says, and the legal and I saw Tahanas on subscribing and Coco TV, Bombardia sponsor, so Coco TV. I show a video no Tobo, though I didn't show you of fat cut your comment session as simple from so video a video no now what a win ya. Na ka be ye hu eduma ma ye best sana body a fat comment section as see can I be me hu bibia be ye ma se ne be a wo so ni be gi eye Coco TV hu. Na message we na like it. Krakra bomode a share no ni bi so enye bi hwe. Na medi a meji so na na wasa. We do shem kro bomode a bomdi na na maje o so ma chawade. Bobra se mu dia na me ko ya Ghana mampeni ahwe. Ghana mampeni na na dan kokufo ado. Nyina be ka ya ye nyina ya jitu oba ba mu se no na asoafo ana se ministers o de omudi duma no doors ye papa. O he be biti se bia for Ministry of Transport, or Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Aviation, Ministry of Railway Development, Nina Akontu Kuria, Ministry of Nina Akontu Kuria, Oko baby to say Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of National Security, Nina also security in Semia, baby to say Minister of Agric, Minister of Food and Agri, or Minister of Aquaculture, also Ministry of yes, our minister of Bakubi so ni na so ye agree ko hu ya so and no na just a minister or your minister some or minister of state in charge of presidency, minister of change in charge of vice presidency or minister of finance or finance minister Ken Ofori Aťta. And I was minister or also honorable Edugwahin, a minister of change in charge of finance. Just look at this. Ministry na dosu. We be na Ghana for be de lawyer for omo munimu de amanim for ne omo munimu de amanyo so muni sikase na economics no mo de omo na tuma na osimampeni. Government cost involved na dosu nti ministers no so. Omo fi asaka be mfe be miense na Ghana mampeni Kufuor Ado Nana Addo Kufuor. Sorry to say my body didn't transact again. Ghana mampeni Nana Addo Kufuor. On Fundy na fe die. Let me say like bibi ye pusu no. And I know we ono ne party for be MP ma so be jomo akwa ko du o 20 MP se ba bonti se on pam esika os photo samfo a omunye djuma ma ba no. Afe de o se minister makoma ko dunkuru 19 ministers. Oba bele off obaje omudu we from nso. Na when yakoba ne say e Ghana for be dey say aha ministry no edoso ye muchirem kura 19 edoso no do. Edoso na we dey anochi no ye nya MPP ni peni pa ba ko wa be osikasam no abi amanyo amanyosom nso di nso betuso and bibi fo aso say ampa ti aban eye dey a good move. But the moment when you tie the peni di tudwa na breba abadun so wadun me ka say aha Coco TV midi ameji so anana asare me da wase bebre
medium term plan na o mampani announced last Sunday no. And in the we are those then the tactics is playing out because of this idea was why yes that changes so that we can have some new energy into the system flow along the line. But for me it is inspiring.
Doc, many will be na talking about changes, no. The information minister Ahente said the president is considering or better down the ministers. So but say now giving the opportunity to offer a suggestion. Ministers ministries and I say we can do away with it cry.
Yes, that's a power for this question. Now, I think it is time for proper rearrangement of things. Who say yes, never shegu and who she ye. Now, the government still have 2 more years to actually demonstrate some person break it. I can't feel me, you know. Say abayi MPP abaya amampani na Adan Kwakufa do di anymore. Chairman Steve Ayesu team Nemia Minia lawyer Kodianum edi animuno. If Omai also break it in there, this time is a very good time for them to make strategic changes. See, ministers I think 35 deputies, about 30 regional ministers. I think it is hovering around saying, I mean, yeah, calculation, but I think there are substantive ministers about 30 or 35, and then there are some deputies. So, regional ministers and the many deputies near and what I'm saying is that strategically, the government, the constitution or my about 19 positions be I know the cabinet. For me, at the executive level, cabinet is the highest decision-making body. At the executive level, say your executive, your judicial, and your legislature.
Sure.
At the executive level, the Mampani chairs the cabinet, and decisions taken at cabinet is final for the executive. In the executive, no, muhiya nipa 19 na woho. My question is say ministers na kanoa make it up 35 no and 30 no. Ote a uniform akaba 11 or 12 ministries bia. And na ye ka say omu asem kakra just a fa omu cabinet minister.
Minister ho.
Yeah, so what it tells me is say ye omu free wa Ghana ense ye omu free wa ewiase mawie ye omu free wa promeda kumase ye omu free wa okay don't let me carry na akoye
ma wodi anka wo beka no
so enti mesre mia menua ba o yes sanitation minister enim kwaye faswa na juma no cross other ministries ejuma Adaroma she should recommend said that ministry be dissolved. Ghana Hankwan, your minister, you're in charge of railways. SIA in charge of aviation. Near will be in charge of transport. Or branding air transportation. It can still be worked on. Ghana ha and your minister or share a punkwaso fisheries. Wabra defense for and protecting your marine space, your maritime space. The one in the defense, I say. In fact, Ministry of Defense, it will 2 new weapons. Essay Minister for Minister for Fisheries. If you are not sure, I'm telling you that on the marine space, the maritime space I Ghana, we draw a nautical line now for 12 feet into the nautical space. That space is controlled by the Ghana Armed Forces, not the Ministry of Fisheries. In fact, Ministry of Fisheries, yes, it is just to allow the fishes to go, and not because of movement on the sea. The movement of the sea and every activity that goes on the sea is controlled by the Naval Division or Navy Division or Navy Force of the Ghana Armed Forces, and not the Ministry of Fisheries. Petrol and light vision, no more abuses sea. It is under the inspection of the Ghana Armed Forces. Ministry of Fisheries Adaroma Opa Papa ne Agric Ministry you don't need to go and rent a room elsewhere and bring extra cost onto the Republic. We can dissolve some of these places strategically. Me say ye yisa 19 ni free hwa ni ayemfanka hwa ye 16 regional ministers no ni aka nyina should just go. Yes, actually, Ghana, we are saying maybe Nadaroma, it's a very good time to do this strategic arrangement. Muno, Yama ministers, no deputies, no, they should stay in the office and work. It looks like because of the multiplicity of the things, some of them have so much time to do other things around. In fact, the agencies, the departments, and then are supposed to work for the ministry or the ministers in charge. Until Mojumani more of supervisory area, we don't need so many of them to play the supervisory role. Until Wadaroma Ubisaya na mane no. Constitution is wisdom has given us some 19 positions. So 19 places near Philly we are. Niakano, se niwa Ghana, Enkoda UK, se niwa Epo Emma Medekumase. This is a good time to try it. I'm saying this because the government wants to break the 8. So Abani person breaking 8 in some of these things going on in there, no, it gives you a hint of the things you can do to break the 8. John C. Marx was a philosopher, I'll say suggestions every man for Hoba. So when the majority in parliament, some MPs spoke on the matter, no, president the options only minister I realized then they really want their government in power. And that is supported by a lot of philosophers in Adinti. A good time. We can work with 19 ministers. We can work with additional 16 regional ministers. Okay, Kabomua. Now about 35 ministers in all. All the other 30 plus 15 or then a Kakaho, minister of them there at the presidency, minister of them there at the presidency in Inano, Adaroma. It is a good time for us to clear all of them off so that we can have a lean government, a small size government. We are being economical with the management of the republic. Immediately, I think these plans, if Juma, politics are near the and have 2 table cross, now you am paid the black market for Nancy, you mean in a PA, late me to Musa, or my betcha, me at your mom, Mukrum, Mali for them and for in free Mukwa. We will have a very sanitized forex space. You see, Kasemwa said, Ubeku Kumra dollar Google Kwan, so let's say, everywhere. We should be back to one sanitized system. Until the immediate plans the president put out, I think that specifically it addresses the matter. Now, Kakra say immediately, Krano, a new Makasia, mining companies, Nesafoni, so he has had meetings with them. Immediately, immediately, dollars near this one, security free, and financial system. The president spoke about all these things and I categorized them under immediate plans. And in fact, immediate plans should yield results. In my view, it is inspiring. And our core mid-term issues. So immediate plan, mid-term plan, medium-term plan. And near maybe yes, sir, Yetimi produce Ghana. In the next few weeks, they are going to put plans